It's starting to become a trend. Let's kick things off with one of the sagas that completely revolutionized cinema, and one of its most iconic quotes, "Happiness is simple. The strong protect the weak." That's the way it's supposed to be Jake Sully, the Marine who once sat in a wheelchair and now stands tall as one of the leaders of the Navy, and of course, a proud family man. Good evening, my friends. Did you know that a movie or TV show script is never really finished? Some directors keep rewriting scenes even on set, changing lines moments before shooting. Chaos disguised as creativity. Luckily, that's not our problem here. Every Saturday, you already know what time it is. The second part of our weekly segment, What's New with the News. So, shall we raise the curtain? In the world of feature films, the big highlight goes to new images from the next chapter of the saga, born from James Cameron's wildly imaginative mind back in 2009, Avatar, Fire, and Ash. We've also got the man with the most unmistakable voice in Hollywood, starring in a movie based on true events, The Lost Bus, and something the Romans invented but reimagined for modern times. Gladiator Underground. Over in the TV world, the spotlight shines on the second season of a series that's already won over critics, not just for its cast, but for its dark themes of greed and power, where the rich devour the poor. Landman. We've also got something based on a story by one of the greatest thriller writers of our time, Harlan Coben's Lazarus. And of course, we couldn't skip the first official images from our upcoming trip back to Derry, where we'll be meeting our friendly neighborhood clown. Welcome to Derry. A little irony never hurt anyone, right? And YouTube, what about you? Seems like the experts aren't exactly thrilled with the conclusion to the sci-fi saga that began way back in 1982 with Jeff Bridges. Despite Jared Leto's presence, Tron Ares isn't getting the warmest reviews, but hey, as the saying goes, seeing is believing. Roll the video.
You shall not pass!
これより戦闘が始まる。
この海域での制海権を有するのは
このヤマトであると示そう。
Let's kick things off with a live-action adaptation. And yes, Japan fights with submarines too. Nuclear subs, diplomatic betrayals, and Ado singing like the world's literally going under. The Silent Service is back with underwater battles, global politics, and a Japanese captain playing pirate with 76 crewmates. There's also deleted scenes and a sequel, because obviously, drama is never optional.
伝説の殺し屋がいた。その名は坂本太郎。
Next up, the world's deadliest assassin suddenly becomes a family man in live action. Ren Meguro ditches the idol Sparkle to play Taro Sakamoto, a chubby ex-hitman with a heart of gold. The director swears the film's ready, despite having no music or special effects. Coming in 2026, because nothing says Japanese holiday like choreographed fight scenes and shonen nostalgia. Netflix and Asian disaster films? A combo we simply can't ignore. Rain, rain, and then more rain. In the Great Flood, Earth becomes an aquarium, and a scientist mom, her son, and a mysterious security guy try not to drown, emotionally or otherwise. There are rockets, impossible choices, and golden fragments that might save humanity. Or just look pretty. Premieres December 19th, for those who like their apocalypse with style.
3, 2, 1.
Now imagine gladiators reborn in the criminal underworld, for martial arts fans, of course. Two brothers, one deadly tournament, and a shady syndicate calling the shots. Yes, we've seen this before. Gladiator Underground drops straight to VOD on October 17th, with fight scenes choreographed by the Everything Everywhere All at Once team. If Max and Wu don't kill each other first, they might just take down the system, or at least land a few solid kicks.
Hey, buddy. Come here, buddy.
You okay?
Struggling now.
Based on a true story produced by Apple TV Plus and starring Matthew McConaughey, obviously we're in. McConaughey returns to the screen to save kids from a hellish wildfire in the Lost Bus, based on real events because yes, drama needs credentials. Directed by Paul Greengrass, produced by Jamie Lee Curtis, and the bus is trying very hard not to become barbecue. Hits theaters this weekend, then Apple TV Plus on October 3rd.
Cried for help. But Ava did not come.
And finally, exclusive new footage from the latest adventures on planet Pandora. With Jake Sully still at the center of it all, J.Ake Sully's back to suffer in Pandora, where peace lasts about as long as a cup of coffee and humans keep poking around. Avatar. Fire and Ash promises more creatures, more explosions, and more existential crises in 3D. Cameron, as always, wants you to feel every leaf and every blast, preferably with your speakers turned all the way up.
Beautiful, right?
It's so rustic. I could just bottle the air up here.
Let's start with a sequel. Time to laugh a little. We need it. Maya Rudolph returns as Molly Wells, TV's most generous and chaotic billionaire in Loot Season 3. Starting October 15th, Apple TV Plus drops 2 episodes right away, then 1 per week until December 10th. Expect philanthropy, drama, laughs, and a team that looks like it was assembled via broken PowerPoint template. Every film and TV lover knows this town, and the clown that haunts it. Welcome to Derry takes us back to Maine's cutest, most emotionally scarred town, where killer clowns are basically a local tradition. Bill Skarsgård returns as Pennywise in prequel mode, ready to terrorize kids in 1962 with red balloons and blood-curdling screams. Premieres October 26th on HBO Max with 9 episodes of pure Guess I'm Not Sleeping Tonight.
I need to know what happened up there.
We diverted, made an
This actor once played John Connor and Skynet. Now he's a cop chasing escaped prisoners. In Alaska, in The Last Frontier, Jason Clarke is the lone sheriff in a frozen land full of trees and zero patience. When a plane full of convicts crashes in the middle of nowhere, chaos erupts. Fugitives on the loose, conspiracies brewing, and a town on the brink of becoming a disaster movie set. Premieres October 10th on Apple TV Plus with 2 episodes. Suspense guaranteed through December 5th.
What would you like to discuss?
God, I've been speaking with him.
And what have you been speaking with God about?
You.
If this series is based on a Harlan Coben book, prepare for your brain to tie itself in knots. In Harlan Coben's Lazarus, Sam Claflin returns home to find his dad's suicide and his sister's murder are just the appetizer for a buffet of cold cases and unresolved trauma. Bill Nighy plays the dead dad, but nothing is what it seems. Premieres October 22nd on Prime Video, promising drama, trauma, and British-accented family ghosts.
Way to make all our single listeners feel bad. The relationship isn't solid until you're out of the honeymoon phase. When you merge your lives and you blend your friends. Yeah.
Back to comedy and to Netflix. Nothing like a sequel to warm our hearts. Nobody Wants This returns October 23rd with Joanne and Noah deep in couple mode. He's already saying, I need to check with the boss anytime someone invites him out. But it's not all ice cream and kisses. She's agnostic. He's a rabbi, and their religious conversion talk might spark more drama than any fight over bedroom wallpaper.
Every dime you ever made, I pumped it out of the ground, and that don't change.
But he's dead, Tommy. And now what?
And we wrap with a good old modern American Western, soaked in oil. Landman is back with more oil, power, and egos the size of Texas. Season 2 premieres November 16th on Paramount Plus and continues the saga of Monty Miller, a tycoon who treats the economy like his backyard. Created by Taylor Sheridan, Yellowstone, the show blends billionaires, shady deals, and a heavyweight cast. Billy Bob Thornton, John Hamm, and Michael Pena included. If the trailer's any indication, we're in for more drama than a barrel of crude.
Aber was soll denn das? Ihr könnt doch nicht einfach hier rumstehen, ich habe euch gerade fast überfahren. Ist alles in Ordnung?
And we'll wrap things up with a quote from one of today's featured TV series, created by the brilliant Taylor Sheridan. "You better run, buddy. They kill coyotes around here, Tommy Norris," or better yet, Billy Bob Thornton, delivering a threat disguised as friendly advice. Now that's what you call good writing. So what did you guys enjoy the most? In the world of film, we got new images from the next adventure of Jake Sully and his family on the planet Pandora, a place that never stops surprising us with its breathtaking landscapes and deadly enemies. And no, we're not talking about the fire. We also had the always charismatic Oscar winner Matthew McConaughey trying to save children in one of the worst wildfires in U.S. history, and modern-day gladiators fighting in arenas with no tigers and no water either. Then there were submarines, natural disasters, and a killer that's about to step right out of fiction and into flesh and blood. On the TV side, we saw the return of a stellar cast from one of the best series ever created by the man behind Yellowstone, along with the second and third seasons of 2 comedies guaranteed to do your soul some good. We even got a former resistance leader from the war against Skynet chasing escaped prisoners through the freezing wilds of Alaska. And of course, the genius of Harlan Coben making his way back to the magical little box we all keep in our living rooms. Give the video a like, share it with your friends and across your social media, and have a great start to your week. But don't worry, there's still one more part left. See you tomorrow, folks.